a pretty easy course. For a lot of people, cooking is fundamental for me. So if you're not sure, feel free to stop me. Now, we have a table here, for any brave soul that want to come up and help. So feel free, to come and help if I get in the weeds. I have aprons and I have towels. So whenever you're ready, and I could choose anyone. Okay? All right. What we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be making some strawberries from scratch. We already pre-made some, and we're gonna be plating those up with some whipped cream and some powdered sugar, and then I have some working right here. So this is the double broiler that I'm using. So whoever have not made chocolate covered strawberry before, this is a simpler way of doing it, but you got to be careful because it can be a little dangerous. So as you see it, this water is boiling, of course. I'm keeping it sealed so we can melt the chocolate. And feel free, to come up and, see what I'm doing. The thing with chocolate is very tricky. So you got to be careful when you're playing with the chocolate, okay? I actually bought some strawberries. I already had the stems on them, okay? So pretty much what I have to do, I kind of just dip it, okay? Dip it directly in the strawberry, and then I could dip it in whatever nuts or coconut that you guys have. So this worked pretty fast, all right? So as you can see, the chocolate, it melts really, really fast. Is there anyone that want to come up and work with me? Anyone brave enough? You sure? Okay. Now you know you got to feed your husband or your mate. Okay. All right. There you go. But because these already have the stems, and all you have to do is just pretty much just that easy. Okay? That easy. So you could go ahead. She's my assistant sous chef today, okay? Y'all know what that is? Yeah. That means assistant to the chef. Okay. So John
just got fired.
So that's going to be for your mate. So you do whatever you want to do with that. So in the meantime, so this is all fun, guys. I mean, it's Valentine, man. Let's have fun with it, man. Start drinking that wine. It's free. All right? Be careful now. All right. You got 2 strawberries. You're getting some tonight. Huh? Yeah. What should we got? Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Pretty simple, right? Okay. Okay. All right, we'll just pass out the rest. The thing with the chocolate, if it gets too hard, you can add a little oil, a little canola oil, and it'll loosen it up. But you got to work fast with it. Whenever you work fast with it, you got to be real quick. You get on it, you put it in the cooler, and it'll just coagulate. I mean, it'll just, just like how we seen it. We made those about 2 hours ago, and they're pretty good. It's easy, but I said it's pretty fast. No, that will not work. That will not work. Milk will actually breaks it. It'll just seize up. You don't ever want to do that. So you want to take your time with that. The next thing that we're going to be doing is going to be a bonus, and that's going to be the red stripe barbecue shrimp. I'm going to be using the red stripe beer. It's not for me to drink. So it's just going to be to saute. Y'all drinking wine, I'm drinking red stripe. But it's actually to saute the shrimp. What it is, it just deglaze. Do you know what I mean by when you deglaze? Whenever you sauteing means high heat, low fat. And whenever you sauteing a product, you want to make sure that you get all the fond. Fond is F-O-N-D. That means the bottom of the pan. Like whenever your grandmother used to cook and there's a lot of droppings and the stuff that's on the bottom. And the culinary term is called fond, F-O-N-D. So when you deglaze with white wine, red wine, or beer, or whatever you choose to, water, it actually picks up all that bottoms and it dissolves it. That's part of flavoring that's on the actual, in your product. And as you guys can see, I have some U10 shrimps, U10s, or 10 to 15 they might call them. Anyone knows why we give them numbers? Yeah, the size, yeah. Because as you can see, when you look at the shrimps, the larger they are, like this is either a U10 or 10 to 15. It takes 10 to 15 shrimp, actual shrimp, to make 1 pound. So that's how you know. So the larger they are, it's going to be less shrimp to make that pound. And then you have the smaller one. I mean, you have down to the baby shrimp. So that's the reason why they're called U15 or U10s, because it takes 10 to 15 individual shrimp to make 1 pound. That's why, you know, U15, U10s, U12, 2630s, it's a variation that they give them. You hear that? That's what you want to hear. You hear that? And you guys could come up and take a look real quick if you need to. But that's what you want to hear, you know. That's what you want to hear. Put it down, please. And you smell it, right? That's what you want to hear. Real simple, you know, real simple. You want to make sure it's coated real nice, so it's good for presentation. So when you present it on the plate, you know, to your spouse, and you want to make sure you have a nice plate that you can present it to. My secret.
Oh, it's supposed to be spicy? That's the seasoning? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It's good.
So this is, like I said, whenever you add a product to a pan, it's gonna drop the temperature. So you want your pan to be smoking. You want it to be really, really hot. And yeah, you could just squeeze it in there. Squeeze it in. There you go. You could just drop it in. Yeah. Then you can add your beer. And what the beer is going to do is going to deglaze it. So, then you can add a little, not too much barbecue sauce. Let me steal one of your plates. You can put a little bit more. All right, that's good. And then you can add some chopped parsley. And then you can add some whole butter, which is right behind you. There's a spoon right here. There you go. And then you can add some more of the secret dust right here. And now, there's some spoons there so you can always taste your product. Yeah, that's a seasoning. Okay? Yeah. So imagine what I got to go through in the back. Good job, my brother. I appreciate you. Very expensive, okay? New Zealand rack of lamb, grass-fed. That's what they said. All right, that's what they said. New Zealand, and they've been marinated. You guys can smell it with fresh thyme, rosemary. Are you gonna tell us? I'm telling you. Yeah, that's no secret. Y'all gonna taste it. See? And it's minced. Get it quick. Okay? Again, you always want to put the presentation side down because that's where you're going to present. So your rack of lamb, you want to put the skin side down. Like whenever you're roasting a breast of chicken, you want to put the skin side down because that's how you can present it. So again, we're going to, you hear that? That's what you want to hear. Now, that's about a pound of meat, cold. So when you put it in the pan, it's going to cool the pan down. So I might have to leave it a little bit longer so it could continue to get the nice crust, get a nice color. Okay? And very important, hold on. Very important, whenever you sauteing or whenever you using anything hot, always drop away from you because you don't want to wear it. And there's a reason why I gave you them because I don't want to mess up your nice shirt. So when you put the product in a pan, you drop it away from you. But don't burn your lady now.
We definitely don't want to do that.
All right, so when you drop it in, don't drop it. You place it in, but you place it away from you. Okay, so just slowly. Wait. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Put it in the grease right there. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah, just let it sit right. Yeah. This is not the best thing to work with. You could actually just go ahead and put the other one in there too at the same time. Yeah, that's what they call a demi-glaze. So it's just a reduction of veal stock. That's what a demi-glaze is. It's a veal stock reduction. Simple. You know, you guys will probably never use it at the house, but it really enhances your product whenever you're cooking. You know, it's good for gravy, it's good for coloring. You know, it seems like you're cooking all day because it's just a great product.
But for real, y'all never ate here before?
If you overcook the lamb, it's gonna be tough, and it's not gonna be flavorful. It's not gonna be flavorful. So you know, whenever you're cooking lamb, you don't wanna kill a product. You wanna take your time and you wanna cook it the right way. And it's a fast process. It's not easy. Believe me. You know, I have a lot of people that comes at me and they want to open up restaurants and they have $250,000. I'm like, listen, that's no money. That's no money, you know, to open up restaurants, especially depending on the restaurant, the quality of restaurant that you want to open. You know, it's a tough business. You know, it's labor intensive. So, thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Happy Valentine. Thank you.